me here give you just the summary of the poem. In this poem, the poet contrasts the lives of poor and deprived countryside people who struggle to live with the thoughtless city people who don't even bother to notice the roadside stand that these people have put up to sell their goodies. I have already explained you this poem is about the village people, particularly people living away from cities and towns, people living near roads. They make temporary shops using, you see, wooden planks, wooden boards, or plastic, you see, sheets, and they try to earn a little bit of money by selling, you see, vegetables, fruits, and other goodies. So the poem starts with the description of the roadside stand and the intention behind it. So a small time farmer builds a vegetable stand at the edge of the highway outside his house in the hope that passing cars will buy the produce and earn a bit of the money that supports cities from falling into ruin. He only wants to earn a living. He is not begging for money. However, no cars ever stop, and the ones that even glance in the direction of the stand without any feeling of compassion or relatedness out of sorts only comment about how the construction spoils the view of the surroundings or how badly painted the wrongly pointed north and south signs are, or to notice without interest the wild berries and squash for sale in the stand or the beautiful mountain scene. So you see, no buddy stands, nobody you see stops near the roadside stand that the poor people have constructed with the hope of earning some money. The people sitting in the cars just pass by that stand, so they don't understand their problem. Here, lines 13 to 22. The farmer tells the rich traveler to keep their money if they meant to be mean, and that the hurt to the view is not as important as the sorrow he feels on being ignored. He only wishes for some city money so that he may experience the plush life, that is, the rich life, make our beings expand, portrayed by the movies and other media, which the political parties are said to be refusing him. So don't worry, you will understand in the lines when I explain those poem lines to you. This is just the summary of the poem, just to give you an overview ki what is going to happen in the poem. So Frost goes on to say that even though these people have benefactors, that is good doers, who plan to relocate them in villages where they can have access to the cinema and the store, they are actually selfish. You see, these are political people who near votes make false promises to the village people, to the poor people, that if the poor people cast their vote to elect those leaders, they would be doing something beneficial for them. But these political leaders, after they are elected, they forget their promises and only help these pitiful kin. Pitiful kin here refers to the poor people living in villages to indirectly advantage themselves. So the altruists wish to make these villagers completely dependent on them for all their benefits and comforts, thus robbing them of the ability to think for themselves and be independent. So the ancient way could mean the old way when people worked during the day and slept at night. So this is being reversed by the new greedy good doers who teach these people to not use their brain. They are unable to sleep at night because they haven't worked during daytime or because they are troubled by their new lifestyle. Then Frost talks about his personal feelings, saying that he can hardly bear the thought of the farmer's dashed hopes. The open windows of the farmer's house seem to wait all day just to hear the sound of a car stopping to make a purchase. However, they are always disappointed as vehicles only stop to inquire the price, to ask their way ahead, or to reverse or ask for a gallon of gas. So the polished traffic refers to the rich people who drive their cars to their destinations, probably to another city, unmindful of the countryside roadside stand. And if at all they did get distracted by the countryside, they seemed out of place in it. So you see here again in these lines, poet is referring to the indifference and the cold attitude of the rich people towards the poor people. That is, the poor people while traveling in their cars, they don't pay any attention to the poor people who have opened up shops in the countryside selling goods. So these poor people just keep waiting that the rich people in their cars would stop at their shops and buy something from them. But these rich people, they have their mind ahead towards their destination, where they have already planned that they would be stopping at branded shops, branded hotels, and they would spend their money there. So thus the poor remain the poor. They don't get any benefits from the rich people. So, according to the poet, the progress required has not been found by these country folk. So, in these lines, the poet means, though the government is spending a lot of money on welfare programs, but those welfare programs benefit only people living in cities. People living in villages don't get the benefits of the government schemes. So their lifestyles provide ample evidence to support this fact. He sometimes feels that it might be best to simply put these people out of their pain and hardship of existence. However, once rational thinking returns to his mind, he wonders how he would feel if someone offered to do him this supposed service. So you see, the poet really feels the pain of these poor people. So you see, out of desperation, he thinks the only solution to end the problem of these people is to kill them, right? And then you see, after thinking this thought, he thinks, if somebody comes and kills him, that would solve the problem also. So now let's start the poem. Here, better now the poem starts. The little old house was out with a little new shed. In front, at the edge of the road where the traffic sped, a roadside stand that too pathetically pled, it would not be fair to say for a dole of bread. So you see here, I have already explained you that uh, in a countryside, that is far away from cities and towns, uh, poor people living at places like this. Here you can see, uh, beta, here you can see mm, the location. So this is a roadside stand. Here the poor people live, and here they have created a roadside stand. So they have created it that uh, you see, the rich people traveling on this road would stop here and buy the things that they have put for sale, right? So they have an intention to earn some extra money from the rich people, right? But those rich people, they don't stop here. So you see, they have put up a roadside stand here with the purpose of earning some money from the rich people who pass from here in their luxury cars. But no rich man stops here, right, and buys anything from there. So we can't say that they have here put up this roadside stand to beg money from the rich people. They have put up this stand to sell these things to the people passing by here in their cars. But unfortunately, no car stops here.